guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to another video. Today's video, as you already know, is a girl talk video where I will be responding to questions that was asked on my Instagram, because I put the Instagram question poll in my story. Actually, this video was supposed to be a video for next 2 weeks, but then what happened. Still very happy because I saw like 2-3 questions and I was in love. So it's like, anyways guys, much as we give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, share and comment. Thank you. The very first question is red and green flags in female friendships that are mostly ignored. I'm going to start with the red flags because I feel like that's what most people talk about. So the very first red flag I feel like is very ignored is when female friends feel this thing where they like talk down on you when you're like dating. For example, you all started from somewhere and they're like you're the very first person amongst everybody to like start to get uplifted or like start to get proper recognition or to prosper in that certain thing that you're doing. And then your female friends are like all of a sudden, saying fault in what you're doing, having one problem or the other, always trying to like talk down on like the things you do. Listen, it's one thing for me to correct you when I feel like you're doing this, but it could be done better in this particular kind of way, or me telling you, I think this is not bad, but if you could do it this way, it could be better. And then there's another thing for me to have like always supported you on this particular thing, and all of a sudden now that you are making it, I'm telling you stuff like, yeah, it's not even all that. Like at the end of the day, this doesn't look like it's going to like, I don't think this like prosperity or whatever is going to last that long, stuff like that. I feel like a lot of females, quote unquote, especially the ones in like groups, tend to be stuff like this, and then it's like this one unnecessary hidden hatred. Some girls are like, once you say one thing to them, it's like it completely like this destroys all their morale, and then it just kills everything basically, and then the vibe to everything just dies. So it's this thing where it's like, if you have friends like that, you're in trouble, because they will keep talking to you about your stuff, keep talking down on it, and then you keep feeling somehow. It's like, you need to get rid of friends like that. If you have been with this friend for a long time, like you know this person inside and outside, and all of a sudden a guy comes into the page, maybe like you guys go out or something, and then you guys are taking pictures and you're dancing, do whatever you're doing, and all of a sudden a guy comes in and then your friend is talking shit about you, or the guy is talking to you and next thing your friend is coming and they're like putting her mouth in every single thing. Say for example, he just like normally like just complimenting me, oh you look good, like your hair, your nails, whatever, and then your friend is like, oh she got it from AliExpress, oh she ordered it from Junior, it was cheap. Or it's like, oh I like your dress, and then your friend just comes and is like, oh she borrowed it from me, I own it. I'm like, shut up. I feel like it's an unspoken rule where it's like, because most friends borrow one from the other from their friends. So it's like, imagine a friend borrows like a skirt or like a shirt, a top, whatever from you, and then somebody's complimenting the friend. It's not your job to say it is mine. Don't be stupid. It's not necessary to come around making noise like that, especially in public. It's unnecessary. It belongs to be. When you got that back inside, it's yours, but as far as the outside, it belongs to be. So don't go around making noise and be like, oh it's mine, thank you very much. It's not necessary. I can't even think of any other red flags. Green flags are when you have friends that are like supportive of you. I could be running a clothing brand or whatever, and as my friend, you don't necessarily have to buy from me to support me, but you posting it, talking about it, creating awareness is enough. I don't know if that makes sense. People's idea of like, support your friends' businesses, buy from them. Even if obviously if you want to buy it, buy my things, I'm going to be grateful. I'm not literally saying that you have to do the utmost, but like those are like things that would literally not remove anything from your account on the life. The next question is what is the most important thing in any form of relationship? All like forms of relationship have like their things that like makes them stand out. But then the general thing that I think is most important is trust. Because once the trust is gone, it's gone. The next question says, how I think what this person is talking about is how you deal with like female cycle pain, which includes period, ovulation, etc. First of all, I never got period pain till like 4 years ago, and then I was always like looking for things to like make me feel better. I felt better at several points, using several methods, changing positions to like feel better, like laying down, cold things, like cold therapy, taking like cold drink, using cold things on your stomach. But I feel like that had like certain negatives because like I don't know, it's a thing in my head. Maybe you kind of like added to like the whole clotting. So no, heat therapy clearly works. Anything hot basically on your stomach will make you feel a lot better. Eating a lot of sweet things worked for me till it did not. It was not worth the risk. Trust me. And then ovulation pain. Hello, we need to talk about this because I recently I've had ovulation pain just once in my life, and this was like last month, and I was confused because I've heard it so many times. But I tell you, women deserve the best in life. I tell you, I'm not even joking. I was sitting down on my bed. Tell me why I feel this surge from my leg. It was like a 3-day period pain compiled in 10 seconds. It went around my body. Nah. You know what? I don't know how to deal with it because it happened just one time, and it was like 10 seconds of total disaster. How did you feel about seeing your period for the first time? Always bad. Came to my school every time. Like they always create this outlet. They created awareness every time. So it was just thing where like I always look forward to seeing my period. I thought that seeing your period means you're an adult, you're a woman, you are grown. I started early. But it was not early, but it was early. For me, I was in the house. It was not a bad thing. I didn't feel bad. I actually like kind of expected, but I didn't expect it at the time. How do you overcome insecurities and body dysmorphia? I gain weight and lose weight very fast. Like it's easier to lose weight for me than to gain weight. But it's like I cannot just tell myself that I want to lose and then I'll lose weight. But then if I start doing what I'm supposed to do, I tend to go fast. And I also lose weight. Like once I start to stress, you see me losing weight. Me right now, I've gained compared to me beginning of the year, and it's just May. Mind you, it's literally just the 11th of May. And I tell you, like, I have lost and gained weight like 5 times, or 5-6 times. I have this leftover plantain cheese I'm going to do my channel right now. The next question is, would you ever build up with your man? For me to consider wanting to even build up with your man, you need to just make me feel like you're actually worth it, if that makes sense. I would only build up with a man that proves that he's worth it. Like, I feel like men are very intentional, so when you know a man that like actually like this about you, it's just going to be obvious. You would notice it, people around you would notice it. It's just going to be obvious. Even on the bad days, mind you. Even on the bad days, it's going to be obvious. Next question is, what is the definition of self-love? My definition of self-love is putting yourself, your mental health, your happiness above everything that it can be above. I would choose myself over anybody, any friendship that makes me feel less of myself. Even if this friendship has been like 10 years plus, if you start to make me less of myself, we have to go. At the end of the day, not every friendship that you start with is be there when you're ending. I'm happy to live my life that I thought was going to be with because it's the longest one, but I had to choose my own mental health, I had to choose my happiness. I had to choose me. It's like at the end of the day, realistically, self-love just comes down to you just putting yourself first and then knowing that like it's just you at the end of the day. Someone did the thing that it just makes sense. Take yourself out. Yes, romanticize yourself by the Twitter. I would literally take my phone. Lucky I'm going to buy it for myself. Best thing to actually understand is for people that don't have self-love is like, but respectfully, is like the same way you want to spoil your man, your girl, that kind of feeling, somebody you have a crush on, whatever. The same way you always think about like, oh, I want to get this for them, this will be good on them, that will be good on them. It's the same way you should do it for yourself. Do the same thing for yourself, do it for your chicks. What are the things you do in your relationship that just makes sense? In brackets, if you are in one. This is like an old school theme that like I love so much. Love letters are love letters are to die for. When we started off as just friends, I got love letters. I got not love letters. I got appreciation letters. That's the word. I got appreciation letters even on Valentine's Day. So it was this thing where like I got a channel to fall in love with like writing handwritten letters. So it's something that we did from then till tomorrow. Yeah, letters on birthdays, Valentine's Day, anniversary. I'm using my phone to record. As I'm talking to you, I have three handwritten letters at the back of my phone that I carry everywhere, and I've had them for the longest now. So it's like love letters. Love letters are probably the most. Yeah, love letters have to be like that one thing I think makes sense in my relationship. Moving on to the next, how to move on from a toxic ex. It just I think this one has to do with like, because at the end of the day you cannot advise somebody in love. Yes. So it's this thing where like you just have to realize that like you deserve better, and that like regardless of whatever, your self-respect, your mental health comes above any relationship or friendship or whatever that is draining you. Mind you, not even toxic exes only. It could be family, it could be friend, it could be business, it could be respectfully, it could be your studies. Just create a perfect line, create that boundary. Just don't settle for less. Don't settle for less. Move on. Obviously easier said than done. I'm not back to this one. For yourself, so you don't die. I'm getting dark and I don't have my window is here. I look pretty. I'm a fine girl. Hello. What is the nicest way to tell a person they stay? That was rude. Let me just say based on something that I have done personally. And if I feel like you are a very like accommodating person, I could randomly like, call you out in person, in private, and then talk to you and be like, oh, I think you should. You might want to use like a different like scent. Oh, I think this scent is good. Da, 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 da. And I'll tell you like, well, try out mine. If you like it, I can get it for you. If you get it yourself, and then with time, they'll start to realize that, oh, I did that. This is the last question. It says, how do you love your partner right? Need I say this? Everybody has this mindset of like, treat me the way you want to be treated, love me the way I will love you the way I want to be loved. But the best way to love your partner is in their love languages. Now, I have my own love languages. My partner has his own love languages. Your partner could have his own love languages. You have your own love languages. So it's this thing where like You guys, that is if you don't properly know your partner's love language, you figure out, you guys have conversations or whatever, know how they like to be loved, basically, and then love them their way. Don't love them in your way, because you loving your partner in your way could sometimes be inconvenient for your partner. Not most times, how do you find that? But it's possible. You just have to love them the way they want to be loved. And there are certain ways like everybody is supposed to love, but now there's specific ways that like people like to be loved. And there's a general way we are supposed to love each other. So we can love each other in this way. Then you're also supposed to love me in my way, in the way I like to be loved, and I'm also supposed to love you in your way, which is me. That is the very last. That's the last one. Make sure you thumbs up, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you guys again.